You should go home.
We were recording now. All right, bet. Welcome back to From Half Court, episode 14 with Darren and Rob. This is this is another episode of us talking football for you with you guys. And as you guys may see from like the cover of this podcast, he's back. The GOAT is back. Uh
I guess.
that might have been the quickest return. Is that the quickest retirement return, flip around by an athlete in like ever? 2 weeks? He took 2 weeks off?
Took more than 2 weeks off. I'm sure it was more than 2 weeks. Was
Two
it more than two
months?
weeks? I don't know exactly when he retired, but I'm sure it was
He
more
lost in
than
the playoffs,
yeah.
so that's like January, mid January.
Yeah, probably about a month, a little more. Let's say a month. Let's just say a month.
Damn, yo. Damn. I think the NFL took a long deep breath when Tom Brady retired. Like, damn, this guy's out the game. But Tom Brady's saying he's coming back and not only win a Super Bowl, to beat Father Time in the Super Bowl.
Beat Father Time in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I think he's gonna go have to
Didn't
face
he?
Father Time.
Didn't he already do that?
He keeps doing it, Darren. Darren, Father Time is undefeated, and Tom Brady keeps coming at him. He just keeps coming at him. I feel like this is the definition of that saying, in between a Rock and Tom Brady. You know what I'm saying? He's just one of
No,
them
no,
guys.
no. I don't get it. Anything? The Aaron Rodgers came out last week.
My bad. You kind of roboted it out there. Can you repeat that? I'm gonna say that's no.
Yeah, my Rodgers news from last. You hear me?
No, your shit was acting up. Go ahead though. I think you were working now.
You don't think this has anything to do with the Aaron Rodgers news from last week?
Do I think it has anything to do with it? It should definitely play into it. I think Brady's exact words were, um, something to the extent of, uh, over these past 2 months, I've realized how much I love the game, how much this game means to me, or something to that extent. So I'm not ready to give it up yet. I think he said something to that extent. So Aaron Rodgers could have played into it, him making all that money coming back for the Packers play once again, but I think Tom Brady just loves football and he just wants to play football. And I think he probably realized when he was taking time off that damn, I still feel pretty good about it. It's off season. I've had a couple months off. I'm ready to get back in the gym and start training again for next year. So he's probably ready to come back. I will say this: he probably feels this way now. By week 8, 9 of next year, when his body's aching and he has to put ice on those old ass knees, and he has to wake up Monday morning sore as shit, he's not gonna play football no more. And he's gonna
What
be
week
like,
was
shit,
that?
I gotta push myself through this rest of the season.
What week was that? You went out a little bit. What week was that?
Week like 8 or 9.
Okay. Here's my thing. All the talented, super talented quarterbacks, for the most part, are in the AFC. That's why I think the Aaron Rodgers thing was like, oh, it's going to be Aaron Rodgers, Matthew Stafford, and San Francisco who's really fighting for the Super Bowl. I'm going to come back and create some noise. And this division is wide open right now. Atlanta still don't got Calvin Ridley. The Saints, they don't got a quarterback that they trust. And Panthers don't got a quarterback or an offensive line. So,
Um,
kind of an open division.
uh, pull your camera up a little bit.
It's an open division.
That's interesting. Also, you can also put in there. He probably didn't like how the season ended last year. It was a really ugly season ending with the AB stuff. He probably was like, "Yeah, bro, we probably could have went back, but we kind of fell apart towards the end as like a team. AB didn't help out with all the nonsense. He might just want to redeem himself. He didn't want to. He probably just didn't want to go out like that.
I don't think it had much to do with that.
Because
I
who did they
think it
lose to the
was more.
Rams?
I mean, yeah, but I don't think it was the AB at all.
I'm
It
saying it had a part.
was.
It definitely should have a part.
I mean, it was probably a very small part. I think Godwin going down was a bigger effect than AB going leaving. And not only that, the lost to the Rams.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember?
It was a pretty close game, wasn't it?
Cooper Cup caught a pass over the top of the whole defense to end the game.
Oh, they were going at it too. This past playoffs was crazy, bro.
That was a close playoff game, and they just pulled it off on a Cooper Cup late, not touchdown pass. I don't think it was a touchdown pass, but it was over the top, and it
No, I
gave
think it was a
the.
touchdown pass there. I think you were right.
I
If I
know it was
remember the game
over the
correctly,
top. It was a big play. It was a big play over the top.
because it was over the middle, over the top middle.
Yeah, yeah, and that's how it ended. Imagine that. Is that game just as close with Godwin out? Is that game just as close if your linebackers and defense actually plays as hungry as they was during the Super Bowl year? I don't know. That's what I'm saying.
I see what you're saying. But also you got to also think about the media circus around AB and all that jazz. It was just nonsense. It was just literally nonsense. It was a
Yeah, but
circus.
that was probably one of the biggest things on Tom Brady's resume is having AB, having faith in AB, and him AB still falling apart. So that could be it it's from that standpoint, but I don't think the actual circus of the media. He vouched for him. He just went down. He just didn't show up.
So here's the thing. He kind of did show up. He didn't win a Super Bowl with them. So it did happen like a year after they won the Super Bowl. So it's not like AB doesn't got a ring.
When I say not show up, it clearly means for AB that he melted down at some point.
Yes, he did melt down at some point, but
That matters.
he still won a championship in the process. It's not like he like with us he melted down and we didn't get any grand scheme championship out of him. With you guys, y'all didn't even get to play him a game. You know what I'm saying? At least he won a championship for Tampa Bay. Is basically what I'm trying to get at.
That doesn't matter compared to about a man
I think it
vouching for
does.
you.
I think
Did you hear what I
if
just
you
said? Did
you
you
said
hear
a
what I
man
just said?
vouching for you, but if that man
Yes.
vouches for you and you're acting up and you're not winning, versus if a man vouches for you and you're acting up and you're losing, those are two different scenarios. If
They
if you're
signed
if
him
you're
to
losing and you're not winning championships with AB and he's acting up like this, it's like what the fuck are you doing? What the fuck who the fuck do you think you are? But if you're winning with this guy,
you
I think
won
it makes it a
one.
little bit different.
You look like you won multiple. You won one.
I mean, winning a Super Bowl is a big deal. We do this thing in this culture nowadays. Days, I believe, personally, I believe it's Michael Jordan's fault and the whole Michael Jordan LeBron James comparison. But we do this thing like we act like one championship isn't doesn't mean like the world. Now we
No.
yes, you can argue with me that championships aren't weighted and some championships do mean more than others. But we're not going to sit here and act like one championship isn't all you need as an athlete in sports at any level from superstar to bench player.
Are you telling me that a championship outweighs somebody else melting down a year later as a man you vouching for them?
Yes, because isn't that
You're
the
nuts.
first?
You're
Isn't
wild.
that's
You're
the
wild. You're
first?
wild.
That's the
You're
first Super
nuts.
Bowl
You're
Tampa Bay
wild.
has won since
You're,
like the mid two
no,
thousands.
no, you're wrong.
So
You're
if
wrong.
so,
You're
would you
wrong.
rather? Hold on, Darren. Let's talk
You're
this
wrong.
out. If AB doesn't win a Super Bowl for Tampa Bay, we look at AB completely differently right now. AB might not even be in the league last year if they don't win that Super Bowl. Real talk.
Disagree. I don't understand what that has to do with you putting. I don't understand what that has to do with a man vouching for you, the caliber of Tom Brady, the GOAT. quarterback, been to the Super Bowl 10 plus, what, 10 plus times, 11 times at this point. Half his career is in the Super Bowl. He vouches for him and he melts down. Not only does he melts down at the in the pretty much the middle of a game and takes off his shit and it's a circus. And you telling me that that is outweighed by a Super Bowl because the organization never won a Super Bowl.
Uh, I thought they did
And
win a Super Bowl in the mid 2000s, but yes, my point
okay,
was they
my
haven't
fault.
won one in a
Sure.
long time.
Yeah, 20 years. Let's say 20 plus years.
My nigga Duck's back. My nigga Duck's back. We lit. Duck, my nigga Duck's back. Hey Duck,
Okay.
yo, if you could hear us, bruh, we got a conversation you want to answer us about. Does AB being on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, ruining the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, have anything to do? I fucked up that question. Hold on. Does
I
AB
got it.
fuck? Okay, go ahead, Darren. You asked Duck.
All right. You Tom Brady, right? Does a you Tom Brady or you a fan of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers? Does Tom Brady or Aaron? Oh, sheesh, I'm messing up.
Yeah, I know, right?
Does AB winning a Super Bowl outdo him melting down and going?
Oh, Darren, you cut out. All right. So the question is, does AB winning a Super Bowl outweigh AB melting down and ruining Tampa Bay season last year? That's the question. Hopefully Darren can get back here soon. And yeah. I'm gonna cook this thing up and bring it back. Yeah, we can ask it again. So the question is, does Antonio Brown winning a Super Bowl with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers outweigh Antonio Brown losing his shit and ruining Tampa Bay season last year with the whole taking off his jersey and doing all that? Does that outweigh each other? Because we were talking about Tom Brady vouching for him as a man, and then Antonio Brown going and doing something like that. But I was saying they still won a Super Bowl, so does that kind of make up for it a little bit in a way?
Yup.
Yo, Darren. I was just asking Duck the question again. I was explaining the question again. He says, in my opinion, it does. So it sounds like he's saying it does outweigh it.
The Super Bowl outweighs him.
Super
Look,
Bowl
I'm
is a big
sorry,
deal, Darren. It's really hard to win the Super Bowl in the NFL. So
bro. I understand that. I 100% understand that. But you can't go against a man vouching for you. You can't go against the GOAT vouching for you, let alone a man. Warren Buffett comes down and says that you're the best at marketing, and you come down and you just do terrible than any of the average marketer.
that's not what happened
Like,
though. Hold on, that's not what happened. What happened is he said he was the best at marketing. He went out. Antonio Brown went out there, made the McDonald's jingle, then flipped out. Oh, my
I
fault.
don't
I
know about
worded it
that.
wrong. Oh, damn. He might be siding with you.
I appreciate you. 'Cause that makes most sense. Bruh, I'm just saying, bro, he's the GOAT. He's the GOAT. Put it like this. Do you think AB get a job like a receiver as a receiver in the NFL this year?
Yes. All right. He said, because I feel like the Bucks could have won in the playoffs with Antonio Brown. So he's agreeing with you
Thank
that,
you.
yeah.
He's right. Because if he was there, because Godwin went down, if he was there, that game is a little bit different. I don't know how close it is because maybe Cooper Cup don't catch that big pass over the middle because it's a different game. Maybe that game goes into overtime. It turns into a totally different game. You might be able to put Jalen Ramsey on Mike Evans, but your backside corner is going to have to deal with AB, and that's a lot. That's all I'm saying.
He said But he had that crybaby field issues. They could have had two Super Bowls or three.
Thank you, thank you. And even if it wasn't this year, they could have ran it back with AB next year and still been a nice team.
Yeah,
Actually,
but
a really good
it's not
offense.
like Antonio Brown hasn't done this before. He basically did. It wasn't at a in the middle of a game, but he walked out on Pittsburgh at the end of his tenure with us, right before a huge end of the season playoff potential game. It was like last game of the season. We had to play the Saints. Winner goes to the playoffs or something like that, and he dipped out on us in that game.
My thing is, who you think he's going to get another job? He burned Mike Tomlin. He burned Ben Roethlisberger. He burned Mike Mayock, John Gruden, the whole Raiders organization, or Kraft, Bill Belichick. Now Tom Brady. At what point, NBA? At what point are we going to say, yo, he don't really deserve a job? And that's not even off the field issues.
Oh, you talking about Antonio Brown still?
Yeah,
You don't think he deserves a job next year?
I think he'll get a job, but he doesn't deserve a job. No, absolutely
You
not.
don't think Antonio Brown could be a top 64 receiver in this league
I absolutely think he could be a top 64 receiver.
easily, right?
Yes,
So you think the off field issues are really going to impact him this year? Because it really hasn't before. Because the Raiders took a chance on him, Patriots took a flyer on him, and Tampa Bay took a flyer on him. It really hasn't gotten in his way that much before.
I'm not even talking about the off the field issues. I'm talking about the play, coaching staff, and Robert Kraft that he actually burnt. These aren't just normal names. Robert Kraft is that's a staple in the NFL name. Tom staple in the NFL. Bill Belichick, John Gruden before everything that happened.
Duck said Antonio Brown could have been a top 15 all time if it wasn't for his mental issues. Honestly, if it wasn't for his mental issues, he might be
Number one,
Statist- statistically, he would be the greatest Steeler receiver ever.
statistically, he could
He
have
would have blown
statistically
all our fucking records out the fucking book.
no, statistically he could have competed with Jerry Rice's numbers if
Yeah.
he would have actually stayed on the field. The Raiders year, even if he would have went to the Patriots, the the year he was out of football, this past year where he missed all those games,
Mm-hmm.
there's multiple. He could have broke some real records, but it is what it is.
Also, Duck said that he said what did he say exactly? But he said, but I'm a Panthers fan, so it's sort of good for my team. But since Brady is back, it's never good. So apparently, my
Look,
nigga Duck's
man.
a Panthers fan.
We, but actually, topic the Deshaun Watson news because I think that would be a good segue into that.
All right. So, as you may have known, Deshaun Watson had his trial on Friday, and they determined that he's not going to have to serve any. He's not going to be charged with anything criminal from his sexual assault incidents. So that basically makes the. He said, Duck said, "I'm praying for Watson." That basically makes it a run for a Deshaun Watson. So,
Yeah.
Darren, where do you think Deshaun's going to go? What do you think the best fits for him is? Uh, what do you think?
So he definitely lands in the NFC. Uh, there's no way that the Texans can really have him come back to bite them in the AFC, especially with all the other AFC talent. So personally, I think the two teams that make the most sense are exactly in Doug's divisions: the Panthers, his team, and then the Saints. Um, and I'm rooting for him. I'd rather see him win the Panthers, but I don't want to see him give up Christian McCaffrey in the process. I think those are the two main teams. You ship him to the NFC. He actually gets to compete with Brady. If he goes to the Panthers, he got DJ Moore, Robbie Anderson, Trimble, I believe their tight end is. If they keep Christian McCaffrey, Chuba Hubbard, I think that's a nice squad. They just need to get an offensive line around them. That defense is a squad. It's a squad, especially in the back half. But yeah, I think Deshaun Watson would be a great fit for the Panthers. The Saints, he wouldn't be a bad fit. He would he wouldn't be a bad fit, but I don't know if I really want to see him in the Saints. I don't know. They don't really have a head coach right now. Or their head coach is so questionable to me that I don't know what it would be like. Well, at least with Matt Rule, you know what you're kind of getting.
Hmm. So I'm with you. So Duck says I don't understand how the Saints could get him.
Uh, It'd be hard. It'd be hard financially, but
He says the Texans said they want young defensive starters, and they have like none. You Our whole defense is young,
that's facts. That's facts. J.C. Horn. That Brian.
and
That's true.
he's saying the Saints are over the cap.
That's true. He makes all good points. These pieces aren't young, but if you was willing to trade them, would you not do it for this? Marshawn Lattimore, Demario Davis, the how many whoever first and seconds they have to give up for a quarterback these days? You tell me you wouldn't do that? I mean, it's a
Um,
little bit questionable, but you get defensive pieces back, and you know what Marshawn Lattimore is going to give you. You know what Demario Davis is going to give you.
yeah, but
All of a sudden, go ahead.
there's a reason that they specifically said young defensive players because you're still giving away Deshaun Watson in the prime of his about to walk into the prime if he's not already in the prime of his career.
He's in the prime of his career. This man's
Like
different.
he's at the point where he's been in the league for a while and he's still young enough to be at his physical peak. So yeah, bro, young defensive players. I need two or three young potential studs. At
I
least
see
one of
what
them
you're
has to be a
saying.
potential stud.
I see what you're saying. And
Yeah.
they got to figure out how to get underneath the cap. So they would have to give up a big
Uh,
contract guy, and that's
well,
probably
and he
better.
said, I'm pretty sure they said they got to be on rookie contracts. So that
Oh, I
makes
think yeah,
sense.
it's over. Yeah, yeah.
So
They
they
probably don't
want
got
cheap
enough.
young players.
They would have to give up
Smart.
nothing but picks. They would have to give up nothing but picks. I don't know if that's going to happen. I don't think
Um,
Houston's going for that.
what do you think the time frame for this Deshaun Watson thing is going to be? You think it's going to be pretty
I think it.
soon? 2 weeks? So I think it's
I
going to
think
take a while.
within. I think within these 2 weeks actually, because we got free agency about to hit. I think within 2 weeks we'll find out. And I think speaking of Carolina, I think they've been very aggressive since they've either the new owner. Rule, I don't know if they both came in at the same time, but they've been pretty aggressive, like for real. I think they traded up. They got J.C. Horn. I don't know if they traded up to get J.C. Horn, but they got J.C. Horn. They brought Stephon Gilmore. They I thought honestly Sam Darnold was the first 3 games, and then I don't know what happened. I truly still don't know what happened. I don't know if the offensive line was just too much for him, or did he just melt that? I don't know. I don't know. But the, as much as I'd rather see him with Carolina, I can admit that I'd rather see him with Carolina than the Saints. But not if he doesn't have an offensive line. Get that man an offensive line. He already didn't have one with Houston. If he goes to Carolina, draft a young offensive line. Draft him, and develop him. Bring in people from free agent. I don't know because I don't. There were so many plays that you see. Most of Deshaun Watson's biggest plays is him scrambling and running away for something.
Making something
The
happen.
play, yeah, the play he almost lost his eye. He was scrambling, and he made. Don't get me wrong, it was an amazing throw, and he thought he lost his eye, and it was for a touchdown. But still, I don't want to see that going forward with him, especially in that division with Nah, I don't know why I want to say Cameron Hayward. With the Saints, Cameron Jordan,
Jordan,
right?
Cameron Jordan.
Yeah, Cameron Jordan, Shaq Barrett, Levante David, Ndamukong Suh. Come on, man. Nobody really wants to see him get messed up by them. So please, at least if y'all do get him, if the Panthers do get him, Get an offensive line more than anything.
All right. You got anything else with Deshaun Watson?
I hope the news comes out soon. Honestly,
Yeah, bro.
I'm
The
excited for him.
anticipation is crazy.
You ain't lying, bro. It's really crazy. Somebody put it in perspective again. And I remember this. When he left the league, he led the league in passing yards, and it was like a second half of the season thing that he was just going crazy with.
Mm. All right. The last topic I got for us is Amari Cooper being traded to the Cleveland Browns.
Yeah. How you feel? This your
Um,
division.
it's my division. My first thought is so. My first thought was okay. This is a great complimentary piece of Jarvis. Another great route runner to put on the other side of the field. But then I saw. I think they're trading. Either they're trading Jarvis Landry for Amari Cooper, or Jarvis Landry is about to ask for a release, which makes me not afraid of this trade at all. If they're losing Jarvis Landry and to get Amari Cooper, I think that's a terrible trade. I think Jarvis Landry is a dog of a receiver. Jarvis Landry legitimately keeps me up at night thinking about Jarvis Landry. So I think that would be a terrible deal for the Browns.
Uh, I thought you was gonna pull up an article that said that he was gonna possibly leave. Jarvis
Uh,
Landry is possible
so apparently Duck just told me they gave Jarvis permission to seek for a
for as
trade.
per trade. Right? Yeah, I thought
So
so.
I don't Jarvis Landry. I think that's a terrible thing to give up. I think Jarvis Landry is a monster. And if you want to be 100, obviously we're not going to get him. I want Jarvis Landry. You
Yeah,
can
you're not
say it
getting.
doesn't really fit what we're doing right now. Jarvis Landry is a winner. He's a dog, and he's gonna give you everything you got, everything he has. It. He's a true AFC North receiver, through and through, through and through.
Yeah, it'd be kind of hard for me to give him up from the Browns personally. He bought out when he was with Miami. He bought out when he was with the Browns. I don't know. I don't know what team he would go to, but whatever team he goes to, it'd be a problem. It'd be a problem. And I think that's the bigger news. I think that's just as big news because Amari Cooper is a good route runner. Amari Cooper is just far inconsistent, too far inconsistent for me. Extremely inconsistent.
But here's the thing, though. This is a steal of a trade by the Browns. You just giving up a fifth and a sixth. I think you're getting a legit number one receiver for like a steal. I feel like this is like going to the grocery store and seeing like your favorite bread or something on sale for like half off or something. That's basically
No,
what you're getting Amari Cooper for, half
no,
off. Amari
no,
Cooper's on sale.
no, no. Fuck that. With that contract, he's not on sale. That's
Whoa.
one.
This is breaking news. This is breaking news from my inside sources from Duck. Our inside source is Duck. The Browns just released Jarvis Landry. The Browns just released Jarvis Landry. Breaking news.
It's facts.
Uh, Ian Rappaport. The Browns have now released Jarvis Landry and had permission to seek a trade. If Pittsburgh does not pick up Jarvis Landry, I'm gonna lose my mind.
I'll
I
be
want him.
honestly, I wouldn't be surprised at all. But let me get back to this real quick. Um, Amari Cooper trade would have been a good trade if Jarvis Landry was there. The fact that Jarvis Landry is not going to be there, it makes it a bad trade. Period. That's one. Amari, this is my second one. Two, Amari is not a number one receiver. People just think he is. He played like it his rookie year with the Raiders, and he played like it his first year with Dallas, or his second year with Dallas. One of those two. But no, he is not a number one receiver. He's not.
What is
The
he?
equivalent, if Amari's the number one receiver, he played worse than Juju on the Steelers the first year AB was gone.
Wow, that's saying a lot.
Amari is a a very good route runner, very good on the release, but he is just extremely inconsistent. And I mean that extremely inconsistent. There was a reason I was when the Khalil Mack trade happened. I almost cried. When the Amari Cooper trade happened, I was like, I completely understand. As a Raiders fan, I was like, I completely understand that.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't make a lot of sense. That doesn't make a lot of sense. But it's the Cleveland Browns, and the Cleveland Browns don't make a lot of sense. Maybe
They're
he
just
just costs like a lot of money or something. I don't know.
he what
I don't know.
he's
Y'all
expensive.
trying to
Amari
justify it.
Cooper that that's the craziest thing about it. Amari Cooper's contract is crazy. It is crazy.
Well, Jarvis Landry is now on the market. And everybody beware, beware,
He's going to
because
go
I
to a
want
team
him.
and he's going to be a problem on any team he goes to. Any team he goes to, he's going
Um,
any. I don't even know what team needs him. He can go play with Trevor Lawrence. That offense just got extremely better.
Duck asked, did we see Devonta Adams got franchise tagged?
Yeah, yeah, that sucks.
It sucked
Yeah, man.
because you
He's supposed to come.
because you wanted him.
He's supposed to come to the Raiders. He's supposed to come to the Raiders. Everybody want to see their like the college mates play together. People want to see Jarvis Landry and Odell play together. They played at LSU together. People want to see Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase, Tua and Jalen Waddle. Uh, I can't think of another one. But if I ever get to see Derek Carr and Devontae Adams back from college into the NFL, it's going to be a problem, y'all. It's going to be a problem.
So Duck's also saying that he's probably not going to play under the contract, so he's probably just going to get traded.
That would be lovely. Doug, you might. This is why I fuck with Doug. This is my guy right here. This is my guy right here. He gonna get traded to the Raiders. This is my guy right here.
Do you
And
want to
you're
trade
gonna
for
get
Devontae
Deshaun Watson.
Adams?
Yeah.
How many picks? Not enough. Whatever you just thought of, not enough.
Give me Devontae Adams and JC Jackson in free agency. We're going to the Super Bowl.
That's on your Christmas wish list.
That is on hell yeah. If we could figure out how to fit Bobby Wagner on the cap too, I would be extremely happy. I would be. Um But yeah, this week is going to be interesting with the free agency kicking up. I think legal tampering is today. So at some point today, we probably should start knowing what teams are going to for sure have some.
Definitely, definitely, definitely. All right.
But this
So we did hit our 30-minute mark. You got anything else to say?
just go back to the Mari Cooper. I like what the Cowboys did in this situation. I don't like the fact that they paid him that contract, but the fact that they found somebody to trade for him in that contract is really good. But I like the fact that they went and signed Michael Gallup, even though Michael Gallup came off that injury, the ACL tear. And if you look at Michael Gallup's contract compared to Amari Cooper's contract, it's a steal. His contract is 5 years, 62 million, I think. So that's just you're saving automatically 40 million. Wait, no, hold up. At least 20 million if he plays his whole contract. At least that you're saving immediately.
Yeah. Duck also said uh the Raiders are preparing to give JC Jackson a big contract.
This is my guy, bro. This is my
I'm
guy.
told you, bro. I saw that they were trying to pay this man like 75, 80 million dollars. JC Jackson to the Raiders.
He needs to get paid.
Hold
Wait,
on.
is
Let me see
this
if
wait, is that the first thing that popped up?
yeah.
Or is it, I hope so, y'all. I
72
really
million.
hope so. It's a lot of money, but I hope so. I hope so. Derek Carr, J.C. Jackson, Darren Waller, Hunter Renfro. If JC Jackson lands on our team, first off, it says so much about JC Jackson to come to our division versus a Tyreek Hill, a Kelsey, a Keenan Allen, Jerry Judy, Cortland Sutton, all of them, and with those quarterbacks, he is going to this team to make hell for those quarterbacks and receivers. And if you get him out there with our young talent at the other corner and slot receiver, slot corner and Hobbs, and Trayvon Moore getting the back at safety,
It's gonna be a tough time.
all we need is our front seven to come up. And Max Crosby's only going to get better, I think. Hopefully.
Duck's laughing at you because you said the Raiders are Super Bowl bound. He's doing the
I
crafting
said I
emoji.
only said that if Devontae Adams and J.C. Jackson is there, because we'll have a number one receiver in that, and nobody can really stick Hunter Renfro. Like, let's be real. And then you're going to either choose the double team Darren Waller or who are you choosing? And then if you choose that, Hunter Renfro is open all day. Then we're running the ball with Josh McDaniels all day too. That's the offensive side.
Tough
Then you
division
put
division
J.C.
to beat
Jackson
out.
on our defense, huh?
Duck said tough division to beat out.
Most definitely, but nobody will have a top corner like us.
All right.
I just think our team will try to be the most balanced. Try to be the most balanced.
All
Patrick
right.
Mahomes and them, they big plays. The Broncos, they got a good running game and good defense. I give it to them. But right now, not saying for the future, would you rather have Patrick Surtain or J.C. Jackson?
Patrick Surtain.
I said right now.
Patrick Surtain. They said, bro, Darren, I was watching film on him. I was watching people talk about him last year. They said every time he lined up, he didn't look like a rookie. He looked like he'd been there for like 10 years. He said he was always in the correct position. Hit. Duck said the same thing I said. Patrick Surtain is a lockdown. Patrick Surtain is nice.
Bro, J.C. Jackson is about to get paid big dollars. Are we really all right, Doug? We're gonna see you on Wednesday and we're gonna have this conversation about J.C. Jackson and Patrick Surtain. Because we gotta talk about great corners in the league. Apparently we gotta talk about this.
Let me write that down so I don't forget. Yeah, but Darren, you tripping though. Patrick Surtain's real. As a rookie, when you're never in the wrong position, there never. Come on, dog. You're just always in the right position. That's crazy. That's crazy to me. There's the worst. He had one bet. I'm gonna end it on this. There was this one play. You could probably find it. It was him 1-on-1 with Devontae Smith. When I say he was over Devontae Smith like a blanket, he was all over Devontae Smith like a blanket, and Devontae still went over top of him and caught the ball. I know what you're saying. Why are you talking about this to bump up Patrick Surtain? He's just that great of a corner, bro. His only time he got mossed all year was him playing perfect coverage. That's
Dog,
all I'm
I get
saying.
that.
That's all I'm saying.
But there's bro, all right. What are we saying? All I know is J.C. Jackson got targeted as all the time when Stephon Gilmore was there. And Stephon Gilmore was the number one. J.C. Jackson became the number one, and they let go of Stephon Gilmore.
I feel
Now
what you're
J.C.
saying, Darren, but
Jackson, go
Bill
ahead.
Belichick is guy Stephon Gilmore and double team the other side.
No, no, nah, dog. Dog, bro, y'all
I
tripping.
learned
Y'all,
that from Bill Belichick.
I respect what y'all saying. I like Patrick Surtain, but on this one, actually, here's my last little key of evidence. Go back and see what J.C. Jackson did to Stephon Diggs this year.
Okay.
Because the year before, Gilmore was there, right?
Yeah.
Stephon Diggs had a crazy season the year before.
Hold on, Darren. Hold on. Stephon Diggs didn't get the ball like he was getting the ball last year.
Okay, now here, why was
No,
he
that's
not getting
facts.
the
You
ball? Why was he not getting the ball?
because
Because he
Josh
was
Allen
getting
was
locked
spreading the
up,
ball.
maybe?
No, because Josh
Maybe
Allen was
because he was
spreading the
getting
ball around.
locked up by J.C. Jackson during those games?
Because Josh Allen was spreading the ball around all year.
Whatever you say.
Last thing by Duck, he said also Asante Samuel had a good rookie year.
That is true. Asante Samuel Jr. Yeah, that's true. He really did. That is true. That's yeah.
All
Him
right,
and Hobbs and Patrick Surtain all bought out at corner as rookies.
definitely.
Yeah.
All right, so shout out to Duck. Shout out to everybody watching right now. Thanks for watching episode 14 of From Half Court. We'll be back Wednesday around noon for episode 15. See you guys then. Thanks for watching. Peace out.
Peace. Like, comment, subscribe.
Peace.